How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Mailman Nick. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions, and I will not speak on behalf of the Postal Service. Today is my day off. Monday, I was off yesterday. I'm off today. It feels like a vacation. I don't think I'll ever go back to work in my NS day unless it's like a holiday situation where I'm mandated or forced. They use the word drafted, but that's really the only reason I'll work my day off. But I think working my days off or that those days are over. I'll work overtime to help the team out on the days I'm scheduled, but having this day off, I'm able to do things I normally couldn't for the past 5 years. So that's very convenient for me, and I enjoy having my days off for sure. But I I'm keep responding to the same messages of people messaging me about carriers messaging me about management and being unfair, and it's it's so hard. It is very hard to if a supervisor is being unreasonable, if a supervisor is harassing you, it is very hard to bite your tongue. But uh, if it's very important to reach out to your union and not get into a back and forth with management. Um, let's say, for example, if a supervisor says, "Hey, you got to be back at this time," do everything you need to do uh, because you're the one on the street. You're the one who, uh, like me, on last Saturday, I there was a car show right next to my route. The main street was blocked off. I had to take a detour around the railroad tracks to hit a collection box. I have construction on my route, um, and there was also just a bunch of stuff going on around my route. And do you think that's factored into my time? No. Uh, does having to go back to the office for some odd reason, for something random, that's not factored in. There's a lot of things. Just because it says it on paper doesn't mean that that's what it is, because we're carriers, we're the ones out on the street, we're the ones who are navigating through all the craziness, especially on the weekend. If you're on a busy street like me, on the weekend it's very hard to navigate. It takes more time. Having to go back to the office to pick up misthrow packages and delivering those packages, and having to go back to the office if somebody dropped a route, you got to pick up, part of their extra, and having to go back to the office, that wastes time. Travel time, comfort stops, all that stuff takes time, and we're not robots out there. So it's very hard to not get mad when management is getting on you about stuff. But trust me, it is the better the better alternative to just you know talk to your union if you feel like you're being harassed. uh, I used to feel bad when I first started out if I didn't finish something, or I didn't make the time that was quoted for me. But um, being here almost 5 years, I know I'm not a bad carrier, and if I whatever it takes me to finish is the time it takes for me to finish. Period. I'm not worried about anybody else's expectations. I'm worried about my own expectations. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I know I'm doing everything, delivering properly at a good pace. I'm not slow, but I'm not fast either. I'm not trying to hurt myself, and I'm gonna get it done when I get it done. I'm not trying to rush and hurt myself for a supervisor that would, uh, you know, fill my position in 2 seconds. I mean, good luck with that, because nobody wants to work. But my office is really very bad as far as we have a few routes going up for bid, and hopefully, that gets the ball rolling to where we could hire more people, because we have like two CCAs or something like that, and then three PTS, and we got 43 city routes, 20 rural routes. But we should have a lot more CCAs than that. And then everybody calls off, drops routes, and it's just bad. But don't let management's tactics bully you. Uh, if you're within your 90 days and management's trying to get you to resign or whatever, uh, don't let them intimidate you like that. Uh, the job isn't gonna click overnight. It's gonna take time and trial and error. When you do stuff, uh, people always ask me how long does it take to learn the job, but it takes everybody differently. It's not gonna happen overnight though. It's gonna take time. You're gonna do stuff. You're gonna fail, and then you're gonna learn. So don't beat yourself up over what management's saying, what expectations you think you should be reaching. Everybody's on their own timeline. Obviously, if this job is too physical for you and you don't know you think you can't handle it, give yourself a little bit of time to see if your body adjusts. But if not, then you know resign the right way. But um, most officers are desperate for help to where they need you more than you need them. So uh, keep grinding. Don't play into the mind games. It's all mind games with them. So it's easy to get frustrated, but don't let it frustrate you. It's I think they go into the management training to say, hey, break people down mentally. That's what they got to do. That's what they probably do. So I wouldn't be surprised. But thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day off. Hopefully you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys soon.